Hey there, Video GJRPG here with another video, and today I'm looking at Final Fantasy X on the PS Vita, PS3, PS4 and PSTV. It's actually for everything now, it's cross-play, so let's have a look. Now, I played the majority of the game on the Vita, and this is the first time I'm using it on the PSTV, and it actually looks fantastic. It's really good, what you'd expect. It's one of the best games of all time, so anyone who hasn't tried it yet, I definitely recommend people give it a try. We're just going to try out a battle here, see what it's like. The dreaded Malbra. There's going to be a lot of lag and it's going to look really crap because I'm recording off a laptop really, but it really looks great on the PSTV because obviously it can only be used with HD type of TV. Fantasy X is one of the best stories of all time. I'm not really going to get into it, but I'd really push anyone who hasn't played it yet, especially before Final Fantasy 15, to give this one a go. And it took me about 100 hours to get all the trophies. I'm actually going to just finish off getting the trophies right now. I purposely left one. Oh, I had one left for him too. Surprising. There we go, perfect spear master. And completion. There are all the trophies. Can't believe I missed one for Waka. Got a bit stunned there that the trophy didn't pop. So we're just going to go over here and have a look at the trophies. That should update now to 100%. 100%. So Final Fantasy X HD Remaster trophies. So we have completion, contain all trophies. Speaking in tongues, find one Albed primer. So that's the language of this game. They have their own language, they have their own religion. A lot of work went into all this. Win a blitzball match. And these are all, that's a story related, so I won't really go into that much. Steal 200 times with Riku. Since everyone can have steal, it was a real grind to get, because I was stealing with Kamari from the start because of the expert grid. Because and you Americans probably might not know about the expert grid, because it's only US PAL people and international people that got that. So that's story related. Win a blitzball tournament. Learn the Jack shot, which is slightly story related but can't be missed. I once started Final Fantasy X before restarted the whole thing because I thought I missed that, and I found out only this time that can be gotten by going back on the ship between Luca and Kilka. Pass all the chocobo training. Story related, all story related. Now, Final Fantasy X is famous for having one of the worst minigames, the hardest minigames of any game, so any RPG really anyway. So dodge 200 lightning strikes. There's a trick to doing that, but you have to just dodge 200 consecutive lightning strikes on the thunder planes, which is a really difficult task. That's for getting summoners. Especially this one, win a choco race with 000 time. I won't go into that much, but anyone knows what I'm talking about with that one. It was so hard. People still haven't done that years later in the original Final Fantasy X. So you have to technically complete a race while dodging home and missile type birds while collecting balloons. And each balloon you collect decreases your time, and each bird hits you. Increase your time and the balloons decrease your time, so you have to finish the race in about 35 odd seconds, and then add up. You have to get so many balloons and get so little birds that you end up with a 0 time on the race, and it was really difficult. And I actually only got the Vita TV today to do the race, but I done it eventually on my Vita. But the Vita analog stick and D-pad is really bad for doing that race. So yeah, I wouldn't blame anyone for getting the PS3 version or the PS TV just to complete that trophy. Deal 9,099 damage. Spend 100,000 in bribes. Attend all the Eject spheres, which are to do with Orin's past and overdrives. Deal 99,099 one strike. That's pretty easy when you're finishing up the sphere grid. Getting 5 treasure chests at the temple where you have to ride another chocobo race. Another nightmare I had to go through on the Vita. Complete the sphere grid for one character, very time consuming. Unlock all slot reels for Orin, or Waka, sorry. Really annoying because you have to win about 50 blitzball matches and take about 10 hours out of the game to do it. Complete all Kamari's overdrives, not too bad. Attain all the Aeons, not too bad. Got all the celestial weapons. Again with Waka's one, you can only get it by playing blitzball and so on. The rest are not too hard. Attain all the Albert primers. That's really the only missable trophy because there's 3 in a place called home you can never return to. So just a heads up for anyone who's playing, when you come to a place called home, find all the Albert primers in there. Everything else can be done as you go. This is the trophy you just see me get, Perfect Sphere Master. I purposely left it till the end. It's for completing the sphere grid with all characters and putting something on every empty node, which is immensely time consuming. It probably took me about 40 hours out of 100 it took to do this. Defeat Penance, he's a super boss, another super boss. Defeat the last boss, and view Eternal Calm. That was the second to last one I got. That's for viewing the Eternal Calm side story that comes with this. Now that came out before with Unlimited Saga. As a bonus disc just before Fantasy 13-2 came out. So I actually have that because I have Unlimited Saga and I have it in I have a double case for Final Fantasy 10 that I put it in with. Oh, sorry. So you can see it's completing the sphere grid with all characters. Sphere grid is immensely big. I think there's 700 nodes. But there's 50 less on the expert grid, and I'm playing on the expert grid. I'd recommend anyone who's played the game before play it on the expert grid because there's less locks and you can cross into other areas really easy. Like I had Yuna go down Orin's route for loads of strength and MP or loads of strength and HP at the start, and I sent Kamari into Riku's one so he could steal, and I sent Waka into then I sent Kamari out of the Riku's grid and jumped into the healing role so he could heal people, and I sent Lulu down her actually original Black Mage route, and I crossed Waka into Orin's route earlier than I should have, and so on and so forth. So it's really, I didn't even send Titus down his own route. I thought his own route was stupid because it's all like flee and provoke and all this, so I sent him down Orin's route as soon as I could, and he was like a tank through the whole game. And Perfect Sphere Master for a trophy, completing the sphere grid for all these characters takes a long time, especially because you have to farm all the levels and stuff. And you can only hold 99 levels, which in any other Final Fantasy is like the ultimate, but in this you have to level 99 level up your character 10 times or more, I don't know, maybe. And you need lots of money and lots of stuff. The only real hard part of the game is beating Darko Jimbo many times because you have to get a lot of luck to do it. The rest of the things you can Zanmato them if you wish to, which is like an ultimate attack. That's not the armor I used to beat all the enemies. I used the Ribbon Auto, Phoenix Auto Haste to do it. And I use Rico and Waka most of the time because their overdrives are the best. Especially Waka's attack reels. And Riku, I didn't even use many of her things. The only thing you really need to get on you is Hyper Mighty G that puts on Auto Life Regain and Protect and Haste and all sorts of things on you. So yeah, about 100 hours to do this game. I really recommended it for the Vita. It looks beautiful on the Vita, but the controls can be a bit sticky and can drive you mad. But if you have a Vita TV, it's great. Now I got the American version, and it includes where can I get back to my main screen? It includes Fantasy 10 2 as well as the download. So just my PS or my USA memory card seemed to be the biggest. So I still have like 10 gigs left on it, and I have Persona 4 and Fantasy 10 and Fantasy 10 2. That's from the game card, by the way. And Fantasy Tactics, Legend of Mana, Wild Arms 2, Breath of Fire, Threads of Fate. They still have to go through a couple of those. So yeah. So I'm going to be definitely putting up some more I'm going to be putting up more PSTV related things, because now that I have a PSTV, I have a Japanese account, American account, European account. I'm going to try out a lot of the Tales games that are on the Japanese PSN store and see if they work on this, because that's never been confirmed for me so far. And any Vita game, PS one RPG, any of that stuff, they're all going to be tested as I go. So I'll be able to, like, I have nearly every RPG on PS1 and PSP nearly on one of my accounts in some way or form, so I can test everything. And I'm going to be testing a lot of Japanese Tales games and some Tales RPGs and things. So I definitely might try Star Ocean 2 from the Japanese store and see if that works on the PSTV and so on. So, because it's very hard. I know it's crappy with my crappy laptopy camera, but it looks much better than taping the Vita, I'll tell you that. So yeah, so thanks for watching. This was Final Fantasy X 100% completion, slight review. It's a great game, and I suggest you should go on Amazon and get the game card, because the Final Fantasy X is about 4 gigs and Fantasy X 2 is 4 gigs, so you're using up 8 out of a possible 64, and I don't know that many people have a 64 gig memory card. So yeah, I definitely recommend, if you have a 16 gig or something memory card like I do, to get the case. And just real quick, I'll just show you. I'm playing the American one. I suggest getting the American one because you'd want a bigger memory card for your American account, definitely, because it has more. There's more things on it, and this is just my copy of Final Fantasy X. It's the PAL version, and it just has, I have Eternal Calm as well, which came free with Unlimited Saga, but I have it together with my Final Fantasy X. So thanks for watching the video, and until next time, this is Video G. See ya.